my name is Ted Åkerlund. It's my colleague.
And Blake Herman.
So first of all, it's a privilege to be here with all these talented customers, prospects, partners, colleagues, and competitors, perhaps, to some degree. Still a privilege. And suppliers. So I personally started working for TECHNIA only half a year ago, and one of my first questions during the interviews was, what's our cloud strategy? Because I think it's really important. Is there, from the companies here, is there any company who has a strategy to never do anything in the cloud? Never? Okay, so no hands. Do not do anything within the next 5 years at all? There should be some. Okay, so still no hands. So it appears to be relevant. The cloud is relevant. And now I've learned what we're doing at TECHNIA. We have been following our customers a lot. We follow our customers to their servers, to their data centers, and we follow them to the cloud. And we've been doing that when we're working with our customers. But we want to dig deeper. We want to see there's so much opportunity. There are some doubts and concerns about the cloud. And with our mission to always find more value, we cannot just follow, so we need to take a lead as well. And that's where our cloud initiative comes in. So we wanted to partner with a good cloud provider, build our experience and competence within the area so that we cannot just follow and help assist when you, as a customer, take advantage of improved scalability, robustness, cost control, and general availability, but also what else can we get out of it. So now it's a privilege to see that we have packaged our offering.
Yes. Thanks, Ted. Again, my name is Blake Herman. I'm out of the TECHNIA US organization from Houston, Texas, and I'll just go ahead and get it right out there in my Texas slang and say, howdy, y'all. So we'll just get that out of the way. So I'll try not to use any additional slang in the presentation. So you've probably seen the booth, you've seen the name, TECHNIA Cloud, but really what is it? It just kind of in summary, TECHNIA Cloud is a hosted offering from TECHNIA where we're hosting the 3D Experience platform on your behalf using kind of best-in-class Amazon Web Services infrastructure behind the scenes. And TECHNIA experts are the ones that will be installing it, taking care of it, making sure that it's performing as it should, and just kind of taking some of the some of the headaches away from operating a platform of this scale. So some of the benefits of using kind of a hosted or even PLM in the cloud in any way, whether it's TECHNIA running this for you or you're doing it on your own, using cloud resources really. Actually, I hit the button. Using cloud resources really does give you the ability to be up and running quickly, to reuse configurations. There's a lot of automation that can take place, but it really allows you to achieve good velocity, and it allows you to scale in a very controlled way. So you're never run into that situation where all of a sudden you have a high usage of your application and you hadn't planned for that additional growth. The cloud gives you the ability to scale up and down quickly as you need to. So, with that, you also, because you can scale down, you don't have to commit to your maximum worst case load that you may ever see on your system, but maybe 75% of the time, you're only using 50% of that load. So using cloud allows you to kind of to commit to the lowest possible resource, but automatically scale up as you need to, and really help you control the cost and get efficiencies of leveraging those pay as you consume type resources. So, but all that combined really does allow you to get more value out of the system faster. Deployments can be accelerated. We can have a 2019X latest fix pack up and running for you within probably a couple days. In some cases only a few hours. This can be up and running through the use of the automated tools that we're leveraging. So all this, security is built in. It's private to you. There's nothing shared with other customers. You have your own network, VPN connected if you desire, but all this at a predictable monthly cost to you. So let me go to the next one here. So we've got a couple of packages that I'll talk about, and again, I'm only giving the very high level summary of what this offering is about. But common to both of our packages are things like the ability to configure the application. We can start for new companies or new 3D experience, or even people who want to migrate towards an out-of-the-box environment. We can give you that with the ability to leverage some of the TECHNIA tools to give you some configurability on top of that, so that we can configure without touching very much of the out-of-the-box schema and logic, but still give you that ability to personalize this and do some of the creative things that you've seen other companies doing with the TECHNIA software. We can get it up and running quick. Again, this is essentially you're buying on-premise licensing when TECHNIA is taking care of this for you. So it's not the Dassault Cloud licensing in this case, but it is it can be either subscription or perpetual depending on what you need, but it's the on-premise version. We do give you the ability to say data portability. We can bring your data in if you're an existing user, and if you ever decide that this isn't the best thing for you, we give you the ability to take full database exports and move it elsewhere if that's the case. Hopefully that would never be the case, but it is an option for you to bring it in and take it with you if you ever need to. So again, any Dassault module that goes on 3D Experience is supported within the offering. So if you're a material compliance user or some of the other ones that aren't currently available in the Dassault Cloud natively, we do, it's essentially the same as an on-premise, so we give you the ability to leverage any of those products that you might need. So we do provide the back-end support on that. Using our integration tools, we give you the ability to integrate to other in-house enterprise systems, just as if it was in your own IT infrastructure. It is private, again, as I mentioned, so it is your own set of resources that are guaranteed available for you. And we do use our own tools, of course, for monitoring it, taking care of the log management, and doing some of the really creative things that you've seen out here at our one of our booths here in the other room. So all that's part of the offering, and we've kind of broken this down into two different categories. So for new companies that are just getting into the 3D experience world, that out of the box is a pretty good fit for them. We have the professional package. So with the intent that there will be limited numbers of changes, we do give you some of those configurability. We do include some of the TVCs are included with that package, so we can provide a kind of a casual user interface out of the box that comes with that using Helium. But again, it's intended to be mostly an out-of-the-box configuration that you're going to be using there. And with that package, we will include 2 upgrades every year. So it won't be the first release or a golden release of an application, but maybe an FD04, and then the next major or the final fixed pack of a release before going to the next release, FD04. So depends on each one will be evaluated, and that decision will be made in conjunction with the customer as to which upgrades are done and when. So. But we do give you that some configurability where we'll help you with doing that to make sure that we don't impact that ability to upgrade the platform. The second one is for those customers who may say, you know what, we've been running Innovia for years, and we want somebody else to take it. Maybe we want to improve our performance by using some of the global infrastructure that's provided by these cloud infrastructure providers. Or maybe we just we don't have the internal IT personnel to support this properly. So, or we don't want to invest in new hardware as we upgrade and migrate forward. So we've got the enterprise package for those customers, and there really is no limit to what you can do with that, just as it were in your own IT infrastructure. The difference is that we're setting it up using our best practice configurations, and we can bring over your existing deployment and bring it in just as it is, or we can do some changes to that as needed for your use case. So, and again, for some people that may, if they're an Azure customer or other, if they need a local data center because of country regulations, we're open to work with you on that and still do the back end, taking care of the system and all the other things that we've been talking about here. So some of the options, of course, I mentioned VPN connectivity, something that a lot of people would want to make sure it's right inside of their network, or it appears to you that it's right inside your network. We do have the supplier portal options that we can. It's got a mind of its own there. that can be added on. So if you wanted to, exchange data and make it available outside, typically a lot of companies are hesitant to expose their internal servers to the outside world, but we do have that ability to keep it inside private, but yet still extend it to the public if you wanted to make that available to the outside. Of course, single sign-ons, enterprise integrations, these are all things that can be added on. And one other, last piece to that is we do give you this ability to migrate in. So let's say you're on an older release of Innovia, but you would really like to go to the latest and greatest, or potentially move from a custom deployment back towards an out-of-the-box deployment. We do have some migration tools using our integration framework application to allow you to bring in data from 13x, let's say, if you're on that, or an earlier version, and migrate that into the new schema, the new 19x out-of-the-box change process, and new frameworks that are provided with the latest and greatest applications. So, that is an option for you to help bring forward, rather than doing an upgrade of 13x. If you want to go cloud and you want to go more out of the box, this is a path for you to potentially kind of take that next step forward. So, kind of in summary, TECHNIA Cloud is just intended to be something that's, that thing automatically goes on its own. It's secure, it's flexible. We want to give you that configurability and also scalability. We want to make sure that the user community is as happy as possible, leverage the tools that are available to automatically scale up. As the load increases, the system should take care of that for you in an automated way. So that's really what it's all about. Just to kind of introduce that. If there's more questions, we'll be out here in the in the lobby during the break time. So please come over and feel free to ask any questions you might have. So that is all. Thank you.
Thank you, Blake.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dad. So
Thank you.
I have one question.
What's that?
How long have we been doing this stuff?
Well, that's a good question. So we've actually, TECHNIA as a company has been providing managed services for companies for well over 5 years. Mm-hmm. Only recently have we formalized and given it a name and really made this a kind of a formal offering with Amazon Web Services being our provider for this. So we want to standardize it and automate it and make it a very repeatable thing. But we've been doing this for companies on various platforms for many years, and sometimes managing the service inside their own data center for them. So really, this is just making that process a little bit more formal.
Thank you. Any questions from the room?
Martin, I'd like to just reinforce them. So the big thing is we know our customers are doing this, they want to do it. And now we're taking on the responsibility to support and help them with the concerns. And we're building the expertise and with all certifications, etc., for AWS. So we know that this is going on, and now we'll just make sure that we can take a lead position for that.
Yeah. And I've heard from actually more than one company that's here in attendance over the last 2 days that any new application that goes inside their organization is, they're looking at cloud first. Yeah. For those. So we see that trend, and which is why we felt that creating this was the right time to formalize this program.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Blake.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Ted.
Thanks, Martin.